Today we're talking about, is Utah walkable? Hi, I'm Becca Summers with Seasons Real Estate, and today we're talking about, is Utah a walkable state? If you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can learn about everything Utah and real estate. And if you're looking for your own realtor to guide you through the whole entire process of moving to Utah, I would love to help you. I help plenty of out-of-state buyers learn and navigate the process of buying a home in Utah. So is Utah walkable? The short answer is no. Utah is not walkable. We are very dependent on our own transportation to get to and from places. Now there's a couple areas that are slightly more walkable, but I was talking to an investor this week who said he likes to only buy properties that are at least a 70 on the walkable score. So I had to tell him that he might not want to invest in Utah because we do not have a walkable community. As we continue to grow and expand, I'm sure that will change, but right now there's about 6 million people in Utah and about 3 million of those are right along the Wasatch Front, but they haven't come up with a way to help us be more connected beyond the freeway. So most homes in Utah have at least 2 cars, but most city development is planned around 3 cars per household. So when you're moving to Utah and parking space is tricky, especially in BYU college areas or UVU or the U college areas, you'll start to see the problem with our lack of walkability. So I'm going to tell you about 2 areas that are a little more walkable that people from other major cities have enjoyed living in. The first one is in South Jordan. So South Jordan has a subdivision called Daybreak. This was a master planned community that was developed to be a little more walkable. So they have a lot of stores and shops and dining options in the middle of Daybreak, and they also have lakes and biking trails and a lot of fun. And one thing that makes it a little more walkable and accessible to people is it has a front runner station that goes straight from South Jordan from Daybreak up to downtown Salt Lake. So you have access to downtown without driving your own car. And with that, it also gives you access to the airport. So I have had clients move to that area for the walkability of it and the access to downtown without driving their cars. The other walkable area is in Provo, and it's not as great as the one in South Jordan, but there's an area in Provo called the Walking Neighborhood. It's super close to BYU, so there's a lot of BYU housing in that area, but it's close to Center Street, which has the bus terminals that will get you to and from UVU and BYU right there on University Parkway, and then a lot of stores and shopping on Center Street. So if you are looking for a more walkable type area, that's probably the closest we have in Utah County, and that's the Walking Neighborhood in Provo. So I'm going to give you 3 of the most walkable cities in Utah, but really we don't rank that high on walkable. So our most walkable score is Salt Lake City, which is downtown Salt Lake. And we actually have a walking score of 59, which isn't that high. Our biking score is actually 79 because they really have tried to make it a little more easy and accessible for bikers in Salt Lake City. But 59 is our highest walking score, and that is downtown. And that's because we do have a lot of shops and restaurants in downtown. But if you need like a hardware store or a Walmart, it's a little bit trickier to get. You can get to them, but you're probably not going to be walking to those stores. To help a little bit with the walkability score in Salt Lake, and probably why it's the highest, is we do have Front Runner, which brings people from as far south as Provo and as far north as Ogden to downtown Salt Lake. And then we have the track stations, which help get people from east to west in downtown Salt Lake. So there's a little bit of light rail and trains to help with the walkability in downtown. And so if you're moving to Utah and you would like guidance on what are the best neighborhoods to buy into based off of what you're looking for, reach out to me here. I would love to be a guide and an asset to you.